I try to tell you guys gotta stop trying to save these women, all right? They're damaged, they're destroyed. A lot of them have issues from their childhood that have nothing to do with you, all right? And they try to put it on your shoulders. In my past relationships, a lot of women will come and act a certain way towards me based on their experiences in the past. In fact, I've had women try to justify the reason for them cheating on me was because they've been cheated on in the past and they were expecting for me to cheat on them, so they went ahead and decided to cheat, and they use that as an excuse. And the story I'm about to share with you guys is going to absolutely blow your mind. It's so just mind-blowing, and it's really heartbreaking at the same time, because this can happen to you if you don't understand this information, if you don't apply this knowledge, and you have no idea about female psychology, and you have no respect for yourself as a man. So with no further ado, let's check out the story. Please guys, do not let this be you, alright? This is why I make videos every day helping young men so they don't end up in this situation. Let's talk about it though. Alright, so the article comes from the Telegram. And this is basically a relationship and dating website, so they give advice, and it's actually really just a gold mine for red pill content, because it's usually females that give out this advice to either men or women, and it's just usually terrible advice. But let's talk about it. All right, so this is Ask Ellie. The title is Years of Trauma Have Left Women Unable to Have Affectionate Marriage. Let's scroll down. Question. So it's a guy asking a question. I'm 59, married to a woman who's 42. I adore her bubbly personality. Her beauty takes my breath away. But she's unromantic and unaffectionate. See guys, this is the issue. A lot of men go into relationships and they love the outside features of a woman, all right? They love her beauty. They love her looks more than her character. And they will value her beauty and her virtue and her looks over their actual satisfaction in a relationship. Like he said, her beauty takes his breath away. So he's already pedestalizing this woman above himself. Whenever you have the mindset when you're dealing with women that she has such higher value than you, that she's the girl of my dreams, she's my queen, that kind of talk, that kind of language psychologically in your head, she's my baby girl, my baby mama, that language and that constant repetition in your head eventually will pedestalize the woman without you realizing it. And I try to tell my friends about this that are still simps, but they don't listen, all right? But she's unromantic and unaffectionate. And that's all guys really, really want, all right? Besides being feminine, we want romance, we want affection. So what's the point of being in a relationship? Anyways, my first wife died young. The second cheated and left me with our young children. I was devastated. So this guy already, he's had terrible experiences in the dating market. I wouldn't be surprised if he found the red pill somehow. So he says, I met my current wife several years later. I fell in love, but waited 2 years before telling her. So he's giving his relationship another shot, which is what a lot of beta males tend to do. They tend to, and I'm not trying to roast this guy. I'm just letting you guys know, I don't want you to be this guy. This is why I'm going in on him, because this can't happen to you, all right? This can happen to you if you don't respect yourself. Let's listen to this. It gets crazier. She wasn't interested in a relationship. That's key right there. Women, you are usually, if you're in a relationship, you were usually not her first option. But the Chad guy that she was sleeping around with, or the Tyrone guy, those guys are not interested in a long-term committed relationship. So what she does is she'll sleep with these Chad and Tyrone type of guys, these guys that are really attractive on the look scale, or have a nice body, but she'll tie you down for a long-term relationship because you're stable and you have good provider, beta male provider energy towards you. Years later, we accidentally connected on a dating site. So she's already on a dating site. That's a red flag, guys. I tell you guys, connecting with women on dating sites, I mean, how difficult can it be for a woman to just go out and go to a venue and find men? The fact that she's not able to get men just going out and being a woman, which is, attention's just thrown at women, but she's on dating sites as well, shows me she has a lot of issues, all right? Any woman that's on a dating site has a lot of issues psychologically, all right? She's been through trauma because she can't just go out and get attention. She has to go on the internet now and seek for more and more attention. It's not that difficult. I can see why guys would be on dating sites, not women. She suggested meeting for dinner and confided that years earlier, she loved me too. He doesn't realize she's only saying that because she ran through Chad and Tyrone, and now she's looking for that provider, which I talked about. So she's going to say anything to get this guy hooked. This is what women do to imprint men. They will say and speak things that they don't really mean. They're sweet nothings. We recently married. No honeymoon, no celebration. We finally had sex several months later. Only once more since then. Guys, this is what I try to warn you guys about on this channel. All right? This is exactly what I try to warn you guys. She has been giving herself away to so many men. All right? Throughout her, she's in her 40s now. She's given away all her prime in her youth to all these different men, to the point that she doesn't even want to be intimate and share that experience and that affection and that love, because she has none left to give to the man she's currently with, because she constantly is giving it out. She's handing it out. Think of it as if you have a currency, all right? Let's just say I had 10 coins when I was born. That's what women usually get. They get 10 coins. Men are usually have no coins. Men have to acquire coins over time in order to make themselves of high value in society standard. I'm not saying that that's everything that makes you high value, but women tend to be born with looks and they get attention, male attention, without having to do much. So they're born with coins, all right? In her 20s, and let's just say even 16 through 40, before she got married, she's born with these coins. She sleeps around, she's handing out the coins to different men. So by the time she gets to her husband, the man that she actually wants to be with long-term in a committed relationship, she's already given out all of her coins, all right? She's like negative. She's in debt to all the coins that she's given away, and she has none left to give to the man that actually wants to be with her, all right, and tie the knot down, which is why I tell you guys, avoid these chicks these days, man. They have a lot of trauma, and it's not your responsibility to fix and deal with her issues. You are not her therapist, all right? And the fact that she held out on sex for several months, it's really sad that this guy fell in this trap, all right? I'm in good physical condition. I've always had a large appetite for sex. A lot of guys get married just for that reason, all right? That's why guys get married, honestly. That's why the beta male gets married. He gets manipulated for his resources and money in the hopes that he'll have sex, because she'll give him a little bit before she gets married to him to get him hooked, and then she'll take it away as soon as she gets married. I'm telling you guys, when I mention this, she angrily says that no one will force her to have sex. I never have, all right? I've shown her romance and passion, but she rejects my attempts, wouldn't even hold hands or hug me. She says I love you to me often, but her actions don't match her words. Though I love my 2 prior wives, I have never felt love like this. But I'm so lonely. This isn't real love, right? He doesn't understand. This is not love. She even wanted to keep our marriage a secret and only told her closest friends. She had a rough childhood growing up with an alcoholic father who often brutally beat her mother. She was married before 20 to a younger man who beat her. After leaving, she remarried years later to a man who fathered her children. He's controlling and emotionally abusive. That's what she loves. She left him after he cheated. She has said that no man will come before her children. I've said that I'm a family man and I love children. And it's sad because he has good intentions, I'm assuming. And he's just being totally manipulated. I firmly believe that her childhood and experiences with 2 harsh men have made her put walls around her heart and emotions to protect herself. Either way, that's not your responsibility. But it's tearing my heart apart. She says I'm being controlling and emotionally abusive when I express how hard it is on me. She won't let me kiss her unless she wants a kiss. All right? She's in the frame of this relationship. She dictates everything. All right? He's obviously failed all the tests, and she's running this household. She has the masculine frame. She's the one. He's competing for her validation now instead of the other way around. She sleeps in a separate bedroom from me. We haven't kissed in 4 months. This is just killing me. I do believe that she loves me because her best friend told me so. But I don't know how long I can live like this. I need love and affection and sex too. Am I wasting time waiting? Signed, very lonely husband. Beta male provider. Sorry guys, I really have to go in on this because I don't want you guys to be taken advantage of like this man. I see it all the time. Alright? I go out every day in your day-to-day life when you have this red pill knowledge. You see the beta male constantly providing and trying to validate his woman, all right, instead of the other way around. And she has that frame in that relationship. And she runs the show. And this is why a lot of you guys get taken advantage of, all right? You let her body and her beauty fool you and manipulate you because you're not strong mentally. You have no respect for yourself. Let's listen to the answer, because the answer, it's just such terrible, terrible advice, and it pisses me off because this is on a public forum that men and women are subscribed to for relationship and dating advice. This is why I tell you guys, when it comes to dating and relationships, do not ever go. I would rather you go to a male dating coach, and I don't even like male dating coaches or pickup artists for that matter. I would rather you go to those guys than go to a female marriage relationship advice coach. Because guess what? They always have the side of the woman. They're always going to favor the side of the female. You know why? Because she controls the finances and the monies that come in. All right? So they're always going to favor her because they want her money. They want her to take your money as the man and keep spending it to go to therapy. And they're always going to keep taking her side because she's the one that's going to spend the money. So she goes on to answer, this is a story of yearning, but your wife's is a story of deep trauma and pain. Always taking the side of the female. Though your desire / need for love and sex is understandable, her very presence requires certainty of emotional safety and trust. That's how she survives her past and surmounts its former violence. Bull freaking all right? Bull. Literally, this is absolute horse. This guy clearly is providing emotional support, and he's doing everything the nice guy would do, quote unquote, the good guy would do, right? She's telling him based on her past experiences he has nothing to do with, that he needs to provide a certainty of emotional safety and trust when he's doing that. He's been doing that. It doesn't work though. It doesn't work, all right? It doesn't work with these women. They're already they're damaged. It has nothing to do with, all right? And I blame him a little bit. I blame the dude in this. I really blame him because he got involved with this, all right? That was his decision to put a ring on it. And he didn't even have sex before, all right? That's on him. That's on him. We're not letting these guys off the hook either. I might go in on female nature and women. Listen, you guys need to start manning up, real talk, and making better logical decisions instead of just looking at a woman, oh, she looks good. Nah, she's damaged. She got trauma. Going in on this one. When she says she loves you, it's as far as she can go so far. When you complain verbally about the effects on you, she withdraws because there were those previous men who took out their anger on her physically. Oh, if she's had any professional therapy in the past, she needs more, but she may still fear facing up to her own memories. Meanwhile, you could gain the understanding and insights that she needs from you. What are the insights? Let's listen to them. Talk to a therapist yourself about how experienced brutality from childhood into adult years affects that person's way of coping with life. All right? I mean, don't talk to these therapists because they're always going to take the side of the female. And listen, if you have trauma in your past, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not promoting and saying that what happened to you, and I'm not saying I side with it or anything like that. All I'm saying is, if you have that trauma, keep that to yourself. Keep it to yourself, all right? Keep it to yourself. And if you're a man and you see a woman has trauma, listen, don't let that trauma, never let her trauma be your trauma, all right? Don't let it be a part of your life. Shoot, you got trauma? Stay over there. Stay away. I don't want that trauma in my life. I don't give a damn how good you look. I don't care. You could suck a golf ball through a freaking hose. I don't care. All right? I don't give a damn. You stay over there with your trauma. Real talk. You guys need to have a backbone. Staying emotionally supportive of her will go farther if you can be patient longer. No, you need to walk away. You need to walk away, grab your nuts like this, and walk away like that. All right? Walk away. You don't stick around for these bras. She's already given herself up. I don't care what her past was. I'm not letting it be a part of my life. And the guys that are watching this channel, they know better. We're not going to let this be a part of our life. That had nothing to do with us. That had nothing to do with us. I blame him for putting a ring on it. You'll have more hope of bonding closer. Man, Ain't no pair bonding left in this broad. I'm telling you guys, she's giving it away to too many men. There's no pair bonding left. All right? I could just tell by the way she talked about her abuse in her past relationships. Staying emotionally supportive of her will go farther if you can be patient longer. You'll have even more hope of bonding closer. She's already took a step forward just by admitting to love. She's already took a step forward just by admitting to love. No. All right? No. No. She got the beta male provider that she wanted. That's what happened. You were foolish enough to get in a long-term relationship, a freaking marriage with this woman after not really knowing her based on her beauty and her looks. And you threw out every other traumatic experience she's had right out the window because she looked good. All right? And now that she's stepping forward, admitting to love, yeah, because she loves the fact that you can provide for her. So she's going to keep giving you that hope that, oh, I do love you. And she's going to sprinkle a little bit more hope on you just to keep you around, all right? She's going to feed you scraps with her love. She don't really love you. She doesn't love you. She loves what you can provide for her. That's why I try to tell you guys. They don't really love you, all right? She's looking to manipulate this guy. She got him. She got him in the marriage. She was post-wall, 40-something. This guy doesn't realize his value. At 52, man, you should be testing the market, and you're way past your prime, so you should have abundance of resources, and you should have that abundance mindset. You shouldn't be settled with some 40-year-old chick that's been through traumatic experiences, all right? Don't let that be a part of your life. Her love is conditional. It's based on the fact if he no longer can provide, which it doesn't sound like he can. It sounds like he's in her frame. He's being needy. So he's not providing anything for her in that way. He's lost that frame in that relationship. That's the honest to God truth. This is what women do. This is what they look for. They look for a weak, emotional man they can manipulate that will take on all their baggage and their trauma. And then they'll use them up, give them the possibility of sex constantly. And then they'll discard it. And then they'll get half their money. This is facts. This is a sad story. I'm going to link it in the description. If you want to check it out, man, go check it out. It's really just a devastating story. And the fact that this woman's giving out terrible advice on top of it, it's really unfortunate to hear. Let me know your thoughts. Go check it out. Links in the description. Like the video. Share the video so more men get this information so we can stop simping. Stop trying to wife up these traumatized thoughts in 2020. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.